give a quick update and then take your questions.
Okay, good evening, everybody. We just finished several hours of meeting with a three committee group of owners: the LA committee, the stadium committee, and the finance committee. We had approximately 14 or 15 of the owners representing those three committees in attendance. We had three presentations from each of St. Louis, San Diego, and Oakland leadership. The presentations were thorough on the stage of planning that each of the respective cities are in. There was a robust time period for questions, and the committee members that were there asked questions of each of the cities, of the leadership of each of the cities. The owners representing the incumbent cities, so in each case, ownership from St. Louis, from San Diego, and from Raiders were present when their city leadership presented. The projects, as you know, are in different stages, and each of the cities presented a very enthusiastic picture of what the opportunity is. And I'll stop there and take your questions.
Eric, did Oakland improve its position since this was the first time it presented before the ownership?
Zenny, I think it's not possible to tell that, and certainly, as I've said consistently, I wouldn't ever try to grade any of the three cities against one another. I think you can only measure a city's progress against itself, so to speak. And from the standpoint of the mayor exhibiting the leadership and the passion to place the Raiders at the center of a conversation and a negotiation, she certainly evidenced that and made that very clear.
Eric, in that flavor, without putting you in a position where it sounds like a negotiation, did Oakland give you a sense of what their next steps would be, what their next items that they were offered were going to be?
Yes, Zenny, the mayor gave a very clear indication that they would develop a specific plan, and that she would put the tools that are available to Oakland and the surrounding region on the table to try to get a deal done with the Raiders. And she was not specific as to what those tools were, other than to say that she was committed to placing the team at the center of the negotiations, to doing it on a timely basis, and that there were no impediments for her to be able to bring that discussion forward.
Can you share what the question was from the owner of the Raiders with respect to the mayor, since that kind of relationship was established?
I would defer to the mayor to get into any detail, any significant detail, but I can tell you that the nature of the questions that the owners asked her related to her commitment and related to her confidence. And an additional area that I don't mind sharing with you is that they asked her about the long-term prospects for the East Bay area. And with regard to that, I would say that the mayor could not have been more positive, more enthusiastic, and I'm not sure that it would be possible for anybody to have represented the East Bay better than she did.
I'm curious, at the Oakland Town Hall, there was discussion of a kind of fan buy-in or investment. Did that come up in the conversation between the mayor of Oakland and the ownership?
No, Zenny, it didn't. What came through in Oakland came through in San Diego and came through in St. Louis, which is the passion of the fans and for the team and for the NFL and the love they have for their teams. What came through is the anguish over the possibility that a team could leave. The specifics on that, with respect to your question, that is a tool. It may or may not be something that is new and different, but having thought about it some more, I think it is in the PSL family, and that is a tool that's available to any of the cities, but no, it didn't come up.
Is there any